I'm Donnavan Linley, the technical lead of the Media and Digital Platforms Market Inquiry at the Competition Commission of South Africa, where I head up the generative AI and search streams. I've done quite a lot of work in AI at the Competition Commission. For example, I worked on a paper that was submitted to the OECD in Paris, roundtable discussions in 2023 on algorithmic competition. So you can kind of call me the AI guy of the Competition Commission. And yeah, how I found out about it? Well, the Brazilian Development Bank approached us, and so it's called BNDES, and they approached us to participate in the pre-BRICS summit, and hence I found myself in Rio de Janeiro. I think it's important to note that the data-rich, data-poor gap is widening. Data-rich countries are developing their AI capabilities at an accelerated rate. The amount of investment in AI infrastructure and development is insane. For example, in the US, just one of many different players and projects is the Stargate project, which is $500 billion over 4 years. To put that into perspective, South Africa's GDP is $400 billion, so it's larger than our GDP. Another aspect to consider is a lot of these AI companies have user interfaces like Google, X, Facebook, WhatsApp, and they're able to extract a lot of data from both data-rich and data-poor countries. So there's that access of data which is unparalleled. Having said that, I think it's important to note that data-poor countries like South Africa should be investing in their AI development and own AI and data sovereignty. It's so difficult to say where this space will evolve, but developing a diverse ecosystem is important. The following steps can be taken. Firstly, to develop an AI environment, one can invest in AI infrastructure. Aspects of AI infrastructure that's important for investment is, cloud computing, processing, like securing a supply of GPUs, developing supercomputing capabilities. On top of that, it's important to have proper energy infrastructure, for example, reliable, sustainable energy sources. Data-poor countries can also invest in expanding their internet access to underserved areas, as well as developing and retaining and maintaining an AI skill set. The second point is developing a database. I think in this area, countries can access their national databases, untapped databases, like in libraries, in news media archives, in indigenous language bodies of language information. So having this common data pool is important, and country could potentially restrict access to foreign actors or leverage it as a way of making money or revenues for content by monetizing this common data pool. The third aspect is looking at innovations in AI, for example. We can leverage open source models to develop our own AI models and to extract more quality out of the existing data that we have, and then build AI applications on top of that. Well, both governments and the private sector can play a role in developing AI in African countries. A lot of this will also be done by public-private partnerships. So I've just thought of 3 steps that a country could undertake in developing their AI development. The first would be to for governments to develop an AI policy and strategy. This could be underpinned by several pillars. For example, in South Africa, we've put out a draft AI policy framework for comment in 2024, and it looks at aspects like transparency, accountability, diversity, and human autonomy. The EU also has a policy in place with 7 underlying pillars, so that's one area that one can look at. The second area is to develop a platform that leverages into an AI ecosystem. A good example of that is in India AI as a platform. And then in that platform, they look at building a database, a common database for training AI models, and building AI tools and AI models themselves on that platform. They look at opportunities to scale AI and to develop AI applications. There's an aspect of the platform that's leveraged into funding startups and SMEs, as well as developing AI skill sets. The last step is to leverage and tap into AI opportunities. For example, developing AI applications, looking at indigenous language, large language models, and industry-specific opportunities in AI, for example, in healthcare and education. Thank you.